Hi, my name is Ockword, and today we'll be exploring some tips for Jamie. Now, a lot of people will say that with Jamie, you have to either go for drinks or go for pressure. There's actually ways for you to do both. Two things real quick. One, I have Luke set right now that he'll block after the first hit, so we know whether something's actually a combo or not. Two, I have Jamie set up that he'll flash red whenever he does a move that's cancelable. Now, for the first tip, one of my favorite additions to my tool set, we're going to hit the opponent with any cancelable move. In this case, I like my crouching medium kick. After crouching medium kick, we're going to cancel into a drive rush. After the drive rush, we're then going to hit the opponent with either a standing medium punch or a crouching medium punch. They're both going to meet us with the same reward. It kind of looks like this. Either which way, we're going to end up with +9. Jamie has a move that comes out in 9 frames, his 10-side kick, which is going to be down and 2 kick buttons. Since the last interaction leaves us at +9, 10-side kick should connect. It will look something like this. Cool thing, after 10-side kick, the opponent is still able to be juggled. So we're going to go and end this string with Jamie's sweep. Jamie's sweep leads into a drink. It will look like this. In that situation, we're going to end up +4, which in neutral doesn't really matter too much, but it's still technically our turn. Let's try this in the corner though. Now we're +4, but we're still on top of our opponent. This now invites a strike throw situation. I set Luke up now that on wake up, he's going to hit with his light jab. Let's go ahead and try it again. This is a costly but really nice way to apply some pressure and keep your turn while upping your drinks. Funny enough, you can actually end up in a situation like this. Now, because of a knowledge check, you can end up with 2 drinks in your arsenal. For the second tip, we can gain a lot of plus frames while sacrificing damage if we really want to enforce our turn. We're going to be using the same combo structure we just learned, but it's going to end a little bit differently. Doing the same combo is going to look like this once again, but we're going to stop right there. Since the opponent is still in a juggleable state, we're going to go ahead and hit him with a standing fierce, or his 5 HP. This bad boy. We're going to end up canceling it into his drinks. It's going to look like this. Leaves us +13. We can enforce that pressure after. Now, for the third tip, I'm actually really salty about this one because it was right in front of me the whole time, and yet I never really tried it until semi-recently. End more of your strings with your light anti-air. Just give an example of a string that can lead to that. 1, 2. Boom, just like that, you're +4. It's your turn. You can now initiate a strike throw situation for your opponent. Once again, we have Luke set up that he's going to strike on wake up. See if it works. That's 1. That's 2. Because of Jamie's walking speed, we can actually introduce a shimmy situation if they try to grab as well. Looking something like this. Now, for tip number 4, in the corner, Jamie's a real threat. He has throw loops like a good chunk of the cast already has, but for the uninitiated, he also has a cool mechanic where you can drink by pressing and holding the throw button after a successful forward throw. Looks something like this. After a forward throw and a drink, Jamie ends up being +7. After taking your drink and ending up +7, you're the perfect distance away for a standing medium kick, so you can net yourself a nice counter hit if they try to take their turn back. Once again, I got Luke set that he's going to try and punch me on wake up. Now, giving this a try. Counter hit, every time. I personally like to do standing medium kick into the first hit of his Rekka. It still leaves me spaced out and allows me to confirm if they did in fact press the button. You can experiment with some other options here like his forward medium kick, his overhead, or his crouching medium kick. Give you a little bit of more variety, more layers. And now, finally, the 5th tip. This is not so much a tip as it's just combining the previous tips, especially in the corner, to help you steamroll through your opponent. Once I get a good hit in, I'm going to implement the Tensei kick into sweep, what we were talking about before that leaves us +4. It's also going to push them closer to the corner. If I do this right, they're going to wake up with a +4 hanging over their heads. It'll look like this. When they're close to the corner, those who don't really know what's going on, they're probably going to get snuffed by one of the options we just introduced today. And just like that, we've hit the end of the video. If you stuck around this far, just want to give you a quick thank you. You can expect more videos like this. I'll be dipping into making more educational content moving forward, along with the gameplay stuff. Consider subscribing to show some support. Ultimately, thanks again, and let's get awkward.